Guys, so welcome once again to Mountex Media. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make at least 20,000 naira every day right here in Nigeria with just your phone and from the comfort of your home. This is actually an unlimited dollar arbitrage between Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, and Kenya. And you can run this arbitrage as many times as possible, whether you have someone over there or not. I will show you exactly how you can do that, okay? And if you wish to find someone over there, I'll also show you how you can do that. So ensure that you stick with me to the end of this video. Do not skip any part of this video, please, so you don't miss any important information, okay? And I will show you how you can make money using this method. You can make this money even with as little as 25,000 naira or 50,000 naira or above. So it depends on how much you want to start with. All right, so before we proceed, can you go down to the subscribe button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel? So once you tap on the subscribe button below, you've subscribed, then you go ahead to this bell notification. Once you tap on it, you set it to all. This means that whenever I post any new videos, I'm among the first people to see it and start making the money immediately, okay? Now you go ahead to the like button here and ensure that you like the video, and go down to the comment section here and tell me what you feel about the video, or if you have a question, you can go ahead and drop it there, okay? All right, so like I said before, you can do this arbitrage with as little as 20,000 naira or 25,000 naira or 50,000 naira or above. But let me go ahead and use 50,000 naira for this video. The next thing is for us to go ahead and buy USDT from this Nigerian Binance P2P. Though there are different coins we can buy, but we want to make use of USDT for this video, okay? All right, so but before you start, ensure that you filter this by going to this filter option here. Once you go there, you tap on it and ensure that you filtered it. Now it is okay like this. You now go ahead and confirm it. All right, so once you are done, you now go ahead to this amount option here, but ensure that you are in this buy section here because we want to buy USDT, okay? And ensure that this is under USDT and not any of the other coins. But if you wish to use any of the other coins, maybe you find them more profitable, you can go ahead and use them. But me, I want to make use of USDT for this video, okay? So you now go ahead to amount option here. Here we want to buy USDT worth of 50,000 naira. So you type in 50,000 naira here and you go over to this confirm. To confirm it, don't forget that we are using NGN because we want to buy it using Nigerian Naira. So there you now go over to any of these traders here and select the ones you want to buy from. So let's start with this first guy here because he has traded 1,000 times actively and he has 96.90% performance. So let's use this particular guy for this. You select him, you now go over to buy fiat option here because we want to impute an amount which is 50,000 naira. So you now come over here and type in 50,000 naira. So with 50,000 naira, we can get 68.29 USDT. So let's go over to our notepad and type it down. Don't forget not to buy yet until you are done with these your calculations because today's rate might not be tomorrow's rate. You understand? Rates differs. They are not stable. So you now go ahead and sell it to either someone in Ghana or someone in Uganda or someone in Kenya. Don't worry. I will show you exactly how you go about that. So you now go over here that says NGN. You select your currency. So let me assume I want to start with Uganda, for example. You now type in UGX because that's their currency, UGX. So you now select it. Once you select it, you will see people that are selling in Uganda shillings under this Binance P2P. Now you can see their rates and their prices. All right, so you now go ahead to filter and ensure that it is filtered in case it is not filtered. But right now, it is already filtered. So you now go ahead and confirm it. But if it is not filtered, please filter it before you start your arbitrage so you can get the best rates, okay? So there are 4 ways you can make this money using this arbitrage. If the first process did not work for you, the second will. And if the second did not work for you, I believe the third will. And if the third did not work for you, the fourth will. Nevertheless, any of the 4 ways should certainly work out for you, okay? So whether you have people in all these countries or not, I will show you exactly how you can go about this. And number 1 under Uganda says that send the USDT to someone in Uganda. That is, if you have any trusted person in Uganda, then the person now buys the USDT from you and sends you money. I will tell you how you receive the money so you can make some profit. So this is exactly what you would do if you have a trusted person in Uganda. But if you don't have, don't worry, other 3 options can serve you, okay? So once you send USDT to someone in Uganda, the person now buys it from you and sends you money over here. You understand? So let me go ahead and show you how you receive the money. So how will you now know the amount of money to sell to the person? Because you are actually using Uganda shillings for this. You understand? So you now come over to this Binance P2P. You ensure that your currency here is in UGX, which is Uganda shillings. You now go over to the sell option here. You tap on the sell option here because you want to know the amount they are selling, so you know the amount you will sell to the person. So when you now scroll down, you will see their rates here. So because we have 68.28 USDT. If you tap on this first guy here, because the rate is actually very good, But if you tap on him, you see that he sells between almost 4,000 USDT to 5,000 and something USDT, and we have just 68.29 USDT. So let's go down and look for people with smaller amounts, just like we have. You select this particular guy here, you see that he sells between 77 USDT to 1,000 and something USDT, but we have just 68.29 USDT. So let's go over and use this guy here. If you come down here, you see the guy that sells between the range of 100,000 Uganda shillings and above. Where is that guy? That's this guy here. You understand? And once you tap on it, don't forget that we have 68.29 USDT. So once you tap on it, you see that the range is between 25.80 USDT to 1,000 USDT. So since the guy sells 3,870 watts, 3,875.01 Uganda shillings, and you want to sell it to someone you trust over there in Uganda, so just ensure that the person actually knows how to use Binance P2P very well. Then you can now go ahead and sell to the person at the rate of 3,800 Uganda shillings. So the person can as well make some profit from the trade and be motivated to do more trades with you, okay? So let's go over and know how much profit you can make with this amount. So if you are selling 68.29 USDT, if you are selling to someone in Uganda at the rate of 3,800 Uganda shillings, all right, so this is the amount of money the person will be sending to you, 259,502 Uganda shillings. All right, so if you don't have Afriex account, just go down in this video description. You see a link to register on Afriex platform, okay? Now, like I said before, it is better you always do your calculations before you embark on any arbitrage, because if you watch my first video on Afriex, you can see it on the screen right now. So you see that their rate was, 1 Ghana cedis was like 71 naira something, you understand? But right here, you can see that 1 Ghana cedis is 68 naira 68 kobo, which is actually very good. It is very good, unlike other platforms. But right now we are still using Uganda shillings. Let's go over to this option here and select Uganda shillings. So you now go down and tap on Uganda shillings here. All right, so you now come over to you receive, because once the person sends, you receive it here. So you now come over to this Uganda shillings option, and you now paste that amount of Uganda shillings that you copied earlier. You now come over here and you paste it. 259, you didn't paste everything. 259,502. So that's the amount you're receiving if you have to sell it to the person at the rate of 3,800 Uganda shillings, so the person can easily send you money directly, you understand? So you'll be receiving 51,246 naira 59 kobo. So let's go over to a calculator and know how much profit you can make with this using just 50,000 naira and using this method of sending to the person, and the person now sends you money. So if we are using this particular method now, direct sell option, direct sell, we will actually be selling it at the rate of 25. Let me paste it here. So we'll be getting 259,502 Uganda shillings, and that will give us 51,246.59. So let's go over to our calculator and check out our profit. So this is the amount we'll be getting, and our capital was 50,000 naira. So we'll be getting 1,246 naira 59 kobo if we are to use this method. Don't forget that we still have 3 more methods to use, okay? So the profit here, if we are to use this method, the profit here is this. This is method number 1. Method number 1. So once you now sell it to the person at that rate, the person will now go over to Binance P2P and still make his own profit from the trade, you get. So by so doing, nobody loses here, everybody gains. All right, so the second option says that send the USDT to someone in Uganda, then the person will now go over to Binance P2P and sell that USDT using Binance P2P rates. Then after the person must have sold it, the person will now send the money over to your Afriex account, okay? So with this second option now, you should send 68.29 USDT to the person, then the person will now go over to Binance P2P and sell it there and now send you the money here. And we've seen that our range is between 250,000 Uganda shillings and above. So since we've known our range here, we now go over to this amount and try to type it in, 250,000 Uganda shillings. So you don't have to keep scrolling down, you confirm it. So the person can use this option to sell it here. Once you tap here, let's assume the person wants to sell it for you. So the person will now sell this 68.29 Uganda shillings to this guy right now, and he will be receiving 264,692.72 Uganda shillings. So number 2 option is a third-party sell. Third-party sell option. All right, so the person will be getting 26 what? 264,692.72. So that's the amount the person will be getting if he or she sells it for you using Binance P2P rates. So let's go to our Afriex account and know how much you'll be getting in Naira if the person sends you this money. Alright, so you can see the amount you'll be receiving, 52,271 Naira 66 kobo. So let's go and know our profits if you are using this method for that. So you now come over here and paste it here. As for profits, you now go to your calculator and do the calculations. So you now paste it here minus your capital 50,000 Naira. You see that you've made 2,271 Naira 66 kobo from this. Don't forget that if the person is not a family member, maybe the person is just an online friend, at the end of every trade, maybe for the day, you have to give the person something to motivate him in case of another day, you understand? So you now come over here and paste your profits. Alright, so that is for number 2 option. If number 1 did not work out for you, you can use number 2 for this, you understand? Alright, so if you look at this number 3 option here, you know, in number 2, the person has to sell it on Binance P2P directly without placing any ad, you understand? But in this number 3 option here, the person has to place an ad on Binance P2P so as to make more profit on this trade, you understand? So the person can either go to Binance P2P once you've sent it to someone in Uganda. This is still if you have someone in Uganda. But if you don't have someone in Uganda, don't worry, number 4 option is for you. So let's go over to Binance and know how much you can get if the person places an ad for this. So let's assume that the person has placed the ads. So let's just use this guy as an example and know how much you can get by placing ads. You now go over to buy crypto option here. You type in 68.29 USDT and we'll be getting 267,490 Uganda shillings. So number 3 option is by placing ads. Placing ads. Second party placing ads, not you. Alright, so the person will be getting 490.56. And let's go over to Afriex and know how much you'll be getting in Naira if the person sends this money to us. Let's copy this one here. You now come over to Afriex and paste it here. Alright, so you see that we'll be getting 52,824 Naira 18 kobo. So let's go and write it down. So you now come over here and paste it. If you have your notebook, you write it down. Alright, so as for your profits, as per profits, you open your calculator. You now paste this there. Minus 50,000 Naira. So we'll be getting 2,824 Naira 18 kobo as our profit. You can see that. So let me copy it and paste it there. So I've actually pasted it there. And you can see that. So let's go over and know the 4th option. Now you might ask yourself, why shouldn't I be the person selling it on Binance P2P directly so I will not involve any third party and still make my money from there? Don't worry, I'll show you exactly why we are doing it this way. Alright, so this is the 4th option. You can do it whether you have someone in Uganda or not. You can use this method to still make some profit, understand? And it says place a buy ads on Binance using Afriex as your payment method and UGX as your currency. So let's go over to Binance and place the buy ads. Now, if you understand what I said very well, I said place a buy ads. Then you ask yourself, why not a sell ads since you have USDT? If you're using this 4th option, do not buy USDT yet. You have to buy it from Uganda shillings directly. You understand? And select Afriex, like I said before. You select Afriex, you will see Afriex here, showing that these guys are actually using it. You select Afriex, confirm. Then you can see that nobody is buying using Afriex right now. But when you go to the sell option, you see that people are actually selling using Afriex. And we have just one guy here. We have just one guy here under the Uganda shillings. Don't worry, we'll still go over to other countries, but we are still using Uganda shillings now. Alright, so if you want to sell it to this person right now, let's sell this person because what we have is USDT. You now tap on this person right now. You now go over to buy crypto option. You now type in that 68.29 USDT. Now you can see that you'll be getting 233,702.04 Uganda shillings. So if you type it here, 233,702.04 Uganda shillings. Alright, so you see that we'll be getting 46,151.60. So let's go over to our calculator and check it out. So this amount minus 50,000 naira, you can see that we will be losing 3,848.4 naira. That's the amount we'll be losing if we are to sell directly using Afriex as our payment method. If you want to place a sell ad here, you can see that once you place a sell ad, if you go to this buy option here, nobody is here, and probably nobody might even buy from you. You understand? So that's why you have to place a buy ad so that it will appear under this sell option here. You understand? So you don't lock your USDT, because once you place a sell ad, you have already locked that USDT. But if you place a buy ad, no USDT is involved yet, and you're not losing anything. So by placing these buy ads, that means you are not going to buy USDT from Nigerian P2P. So if you want to use this fourth option, do not buy USDT. Rather, come here and place a buy ad to buy USDT from Uganda people. You now send money to them using Afriex, by so that you can now make some profits. I don't know if you're getting it. And if you look here, you see that this guy is selling at the rate of 3,422.20 Uganda shillings. You can now go down here to these ads here. Once you tap on it, you now go over to this plus option here. Once you select it, you now go over to buy option here. So once you are there, you now go to buy fiat, because you will leave it in USDT. You now go to buy fiat option. Then you select UGS, because that's the currency you want to pay with. You now come over here and you now type in 3,000. Since that guy is selling 3,004 something, you now type in like 3,440. You understand? 0.00, so that people can easily sell to you more. You understand? So you now go over to this next option here. You now tap on next. You now come over to amounts. You can type in either 100 USDT, 100 USDT. You now come over to buy limit. What is their lowest limit there? So you can put the lowest limit. So you now come over here and enter like 5,000 Uganda shillings to, you can see the maximum amount here, 344,000. So you now put it here, 344,000. All right, so you now come over to this payment method here. You remove this bank. You now go over to add. So under this add, you now go to all payment methods. You select Afriex. So that is it. You now select the payment limit, and that is 15 minutes, or maybe you can give yourself 30 minutes. All right, so you can see that Binance will not charge you anything if you are using this payment method and this currency. You now go over to next. All right, so from here you can type in your terms and conditions. You can also repeat it here. I don't want to waste time there. All right, so you now come down here and select this option so that anybody can easily buy from you. You now go to the second option here. You tap on it. You tap on it and you set it to 0.00 BTC, so that anybody from anywhere, no matter the amount of BTC the person has, can buy from you. So you now ensure that it is in all regions. You now go over to post and post the ad. So once you post the ad, you tap on done. You now go back to Binance. You now go back to Binance P2P. So once you now go down to this payment method and select Afriex, confirm, and go to this sell option, you will see your ads here. You can see it there. Marinology. You will see it there. All right, so this is your ads, and someone can easily come and sell to you. You can as well place these ads even as you are using the 3 other methods. You understand? So you can just place your ad, leave it there, then be using other methods. So once you get an alert that someone wants to sell to you, you can as well attend to the person. You understand? So that is all about that if you are placing an ad. So if you are using this placing ads method, let's know how much you can make from this. So the total amount you want to spend for this is 50,000 naira. If you want to spend more, you can type it there. You will now copy in this amount in Uganda shillings. You now copy it there. So you now paste the amount here. So divided by the amount you are selling it on Binance, which is 3,440 with no fee. Don't forget that we have 0 fee for this. By 3,440. Now we will be getting 73.6 USDT. That is the amount we'll be getting, 73.6 USDT. So let's go to our Nigerian Binance P2P and know how much we'll be getting in Naira. So what we'll be getting is 73.6 USDT. You understand? So once the person now sends USDT to you, you now have to go over to Nigerian P2P and sell it there and receive your money using the normal sell method on P2P. I don't know if you're getting it. So once you're done selling everything and you receive 73.6 USDT, you now go over here and you change it to Nigerian Naira, NGN. All right, so once you are here, you ensure that it is filtered. You filter it, confirm. You now go to this amount option here and enter 50,000 naira, confirm. So you now go over to this sell option here because we want to sell it. All right, so let me use this first guy here. We are selling 73.6 USDT and we will be getting 53,897.28 naira. Let's go and write it down. So using the fourth option, direct place ads. So on a direct place ads, so you'll be getting 73.6 USDT. I want to sell it, you'll be getting 53,897 points. Is it 28 or 29.28? 28. So let's go over to our calculator and know our profit. So you paste it here minus our capital 50,000 naira. So this is the profit we'll be making if we have to place an ad for this. We're making 3,897 naira 28 kobo. So let's go and paste it there. So this is just for Uganda shillings, okay? You can see that if you look at here, placing ads will make you more profit. All right, so you can see the different amounts of money you can make using these 4 different methods, okay? All right, so this is just for Uganda shillings. Let's discuss about other countries. You might ask me, why should you send that USDT to someone in Uganda so the person cannot go to Binance and sell? Why can't you sell it by yourself and still make the profit? Let me tell you why. This Uganda Binance P2P, there are different payment methods, you understand? So if you now want to sell it by yourself, maybe since you've bought 68.29 USD and you want to sell it by yourself, so if you come over to this sell option here, you can see the different payment method that they are using here. The first one says bank transfer, and this bank should be a bank in Uganda. So unless you have a means of sending money to Uganda bank account, so that's when you can use this option by yourself. But if not, it's better you send it to someone else in Uganda over there, so the person can easily use his or her bank account to do this transaction for you and now send you the money. Now if you now go down, you can also see another payment method, which is a MTN mobile money. Unless you have MTN mobile money for Uganda, if you have it, then you can go ahead and do this by yourself. But it's better you send it to someone over there so the person can easily do that for you if you don't have MTN mobile money for Uganda. So if you keep scrolling down, you can see other payment methods here. You can see Momo, Stanbic Bank, Equity Bank, Airtel Money, and others. That is for Uganda. So if you have an account with this particular payment methods, you can go ahead and do them by yourself. But if not, it's better you find someone over there that can help you do this. All right, so that is why we are actually sending it to someone over there, so the person can easily sell it using either his or her own mobile money account or bank account or Airtel Money or other payment methods. You understand? But if you want to use Afriex for this, if you go to this Afriex, if you select Afriex as your payment method, so you will see that if you sell it directly here, you will not make any profit unless you have to place a buy at. But that doesn't mean that the rate might not change tomorrow. But Afriex can still increase their rates and still make you some profit if you have to sell directly using Afriex as your payment method. So that's why you have to always do your calculations before you embark on it, so that you will know if you will make any profit if you have to sell it directly using Afriex as your payment method. You understand? Now let's use Kenya for this. I'm not the one that is more profitable for us. So you now go over here and type in KES. So you select it. You can see that we are now in Kenya shillings. Ensure that you filter it. All right, it is filtered already. You confirm it. So the first option here says that send that USDT to someone in Kenya, then the person will now buy it from you and send you the money. You get? So when you go over to this sell option here, let's know how much they sell it. All right, so you can see this option that says mobile top up. We are not using it. You now scroll down. Let's use other payment method. Let's use other payment method like bank and others. Okay, so let's use this particular guy here. So the guy sells at the rate of 125.46. 125.46. So you can go ahead and sell to the person at the rate of either 124.46. You understand? 124.46 is a good price. You understand? Since they are selling here 125.46. If you sell 68.29 USDT at the rate of 124, either 0.02 or something like that, if you wish, you will be getting this amount. So let me copy it and go to Afriex. I know how much the person will be sending to you, because once you sell the USDT to the person will now send you money to your Afriex account. That means the person has to open Afriex. You understand? If they should send you money to your Afriex account, they should also open Afriex. And if you don't have a link to Afriex, go down in this video description. You will see a link that will connect you to Afriex platform. So from there, you now go ahead and register on Afriex. You now come over here and select Kenya. You select Kenya shillings. So once you select it, you now come over here and you paste it there. So you see that you'll be getting 51,359.49 naira. So if you are using direct sell option, you are selling 68.29 USDT. So you'll be getting this amount in Kenya shillings. And in naira, you'll be getting 51,359.41. So let's copy it and go to our calculator and check out our profit. So you now paste it here. Minus 50,000 naira. So this is a profit. No, this is 49. All right, so this is the profit we'll be making with these Kenyan shillings if we are to do a direct sell, giving a discount. 49. So you now come here and you paste it here. So that is for first method. As for the second method, so the second method says that you send that USDT to someone in Kenya while the person sells it directly on Binance and send you the money to your Afriex account. So the person will now come over to this sell option and sell it directly without placing an ad by scrolling down. So the person will now use any of these options here and sell it here, 68.29, and we'll be getting 8568.35 Kenyan shillings. Third party sell. All right, so you'll be getting 8568.35, 8568.35 Kenyan shillings. All right, so let's know the equivalent amount in naira, because once the person sells it, the person will now send you the money in your Afriex account. So you now paste it here. So you'll be getting 51,959.99 naira. So let's copy it. Now paste it here on your calculator. Minus 50,000 naira, which is your capital. You'll be making 1,959 naira 99 kobo as your profit. Let's copy it. So our profit will be this. Now for the third option says that once you send that USDT to the person in Kenya, the person will now go over to Binance and place an ad to sell the USDT. So I've shown you how to place an ad, so we are not going to go into it right now. So once the person places an ad, it will appear under this buy option here. So let's go there. So let me assume that this is the person's ads. You now tap on it. And you now enter that 68.68 USDT. 68.29 USDT, and you'll be getting 8536.25 Kenya shillings. 8536.25 Kenya shillings. So let's go and know the equivalent amount in naira. So you now come over here and you paste it. In Afriex, as of today, 1 Kenyan shillings is equals to 6 naira 6 kobo, which is a bit good. So you now paste it here. So you'll be getting 51,765 naira 33 kobo. Then you paste it here. Let's go and check out our profit. So as for profit, you now go to your calculator. So you now paste it here. Minus 50,000 naira. So it will give you this. So you'll be making 1,765 naira 33 kobo with this method. So obviously the person sells high if he sells directly than if he places an ad for that. So it is better the person just sells directly, you understand? All right, so this is for this option here. Now as for the fourth option, we're actually rushing here because I've explained it in details using Uganda. So if you need to understand more, you now go back and listen to what I explained using Uganda. So as for the fourth method, So this fourth method involves you placing a buy at so that you can buy USD from Kenyans and now sell it on Nigerian Binance P2P. Okay, so let's go over to our Binance and place an ad, but we're not going to place an ad actually, but we're going to just illustrate it because of time. So if we are placing a buy at to buy USDT, we will use Afriex as a payment method so that we can pay the person using his or our own Afriex account. Okay, you now go over to this payment method here. See Afriex here, confirm. Now you can see that nobody is actually selling, so you can go to sell option and see people that are willing to buy using Afriex. And don't be surprised that most of these people are actually Nigerians. Many of them are Nigerians that are using Afriex for this arbitrage. All right, so before I place the ads, I need to know the amount of Kenyan shillings I want to have. So the amount I want to spend for this is 50,000 naira. And you'll see that what I'll be sending out altogether is 8245.14 Kenyan shillings. So let me copy this. So if I now come over here and place a buy ad, all right, so since this person is buying at a rate of 116 and this person 115, 100, I can place my own at the rate of 117. So I can buy 1 USDT at the rate of 117 Kenya shillings. And don't forget that the amount of money I want to spend for this is 50,000 naira. And that will give me this amount in Kenya shillings. So let me go over to my calculator and know how many USDT I should receive using this particular amount. So if I paste in this amount of Kenya shillings divided by 117, I will be getting 70.47 USDT. So number 4 option says direct place ads. Direct place ads. And this is the amount I'll be getting in Kenya shillings using 50,000 naira. And that will give me 70.47 USDT. 70.47 USDT. So let me go over to Nigerian P2P and sell it and know how much I will get in naira. So you now type in 70.47 USDT. I will be receiving 51,633.37 naira. So let's copy it. All right, so let's go over to our calculator and check out our profit. This amount minus 50,000 naira. So our profit here is 1,633 naira 37 kobo. So let's copy it here. You now come over here and you paste it. You can see that, and you can see different profits you can make using the different methods. Okay. All right, so that is all about Kenya shillings and Uganda shillings. The next is Ghana cedis. And like I said before, if you still want to know how to meet people over there, like if you don't have anyone in Ghana or anyone in Uganda or anyone in Kenya, I will show you how to do that. Just ensure that you watch this video to the end, okay? All right, so the first one says, as usual, you send USDT to someone in Ghana while the person buys it from you and send you money into your Afriex account. Now you now go over this currency area and you select GHS. All right, here is it. You select it. That is Ghanaian cedis. You now go over to this filter and you ensure it is filtered. All right, it's okay like this. It's okay. All right, so don't forget that we have 68.29 USDT. So you can now go over and send it to someone in Ghana while the person sends you money in your Afriex account. If you go to the sell option here, because you want to know the amount you will sell it to the person, if you go to sell option here, you will see different amounts here. But if you have a higher amount, you can go ahead and use this first person here. But we will just have 68.29 for now. So let's use this guy. So this guy sells 11.19. So let me assume you will sell to the person at the rate of 10.92. Is this something? So if you sell 68.29, if you sell it at the rate of 10.92, you will be receiving 745.7268 Ghanaian cedis. So let's go over to Afriex and know the equivalent amount in naira. So you now go over here and you select Ghanaian cedis. Alright, so you can see that as at today, 1 Ghanaian cedis is equivalent to 68 naira 68 kobo. As at last week, it was about 71 naira point something, but now it is 68 naira 68 kobo. You understand? So that's why you have to do your calculations before you embark on any arbitrage, because the rate is not stable. So let's now come over here and paste it. Let's come over to this, they receive, and paste it there. 7268. Okay, 72. So we'll be receiving 51,222 naira 67 kobo. So let's copy it from here. You now come over here from 745.7268 Ghanaian cedis. we'll be getting 51,222.67 naira. So let's go and know our profit. So in our paste here, this amount minus our capital, 50,000 naira, we'll be making 1,222 naira 67 kobo. So let's paste it. Alright, so that is it. So number 2 option is whereby the person has to go to Binance and sell it directly for you using Binance rate. You understand? So this second option is after you must have sent that USDT to the person in Ghana, the person will now go over to Binance and sell it directly without placing an ad using Binance P2P rates. So let's go over to Binance and sell it. So the profit you make here depends on the amount of USDT that you send to the person. If you send more, you make more profit, okay? But for now, what we sent was 68.29 USDT. So let's go ahead and use this person. So we are selling 68.29 and we'll be getting 763.48 GHS. Okay, so let's know the equivalent amount in Naira because the person will send us the money through our Afriex account. Alright, so you'll be getting 52,442.59, which is 52,442 naira 59 kobo. So let's go ahead and copy it. Alright, so let's paste it here. Okay, so let's go and check out our profits. Alright, minus our capital, and we'll be making 2,442 naira 59 kobo if we are to use the second method, whereby the seller will use direct sell method and sell it directly on Binance P2P and send the money to our Afriex account. So before this can work, you have to tell the person to open an Afriex account so the person can send the money through his own Afriex account to your own Afriex account. So let me copy it and paste it in our notebook. So this is our profit using the second method. And as for the third method, the seller has to place an ad to sell this USDT. So once the seller places a sell ad, it will appear under this buy option here. So let's go over to buy option here. Alright, so we can use this guy because our money is within his range. So let's select this particular person. We now go to buy crypto option. So we assume that this is the seller's ads right now. For example, 68.29 USDT will give us 764.17 Ghanaian cedis. So we'll be getting 764.17 Ghanaian cedis. Alright, so let's go to Afriex and know the amount in Naira. Alright, so from here you will be getting 52,489 naira 98 kobo, which is 52489.98 naira. So let's copy it. You now paste it here. Let's go over to our calculator. Minus our capital, 50k. So the profit is 2489.98, 2,489 naira 98 kobo. So let's copy it. So under profit, we'll be making this. To me, I think it's better the person goes ahead and sell it directly. Alright, so that's all for the third option. So the fourth option says you place a direct ad, which is a buy ad on Binance, using Afriex as a payment method. The highest person buys USDT at the rate of 9.26. I will now place my own ad to buy at the rate of 9.27 so that many people can sell to me easily. Okay, so how do I know how much to place? So I'll be spending 50k for this, and that will be 727.91 Ghanaian cedis. So let me copy this. So this amount right now, if I'm to sell it at the rate of 9.27, I'll be getting 78.5 USDT. 78.5 USDT. Don't forget. Alright, so 78.52 USDT. Though it is more than that, USDT. So let's go over to our P2P and know how much we'll get in Naira if we have to sell this USDT to Naira. Alright, so with 78.52 USDT, we'll be getting 57,539.46 Naira, which is 57,539 Naira 46 kobo. So let's go and write it down. 57,539.49. Alright. Alright, so let's know our profit for this. Let's copy this. Go over to our calculator and paste it there. Minus 50,000 Naira. And this is our profit just with one trade. 7,539 Naira 49 kobo. Let's paste it here. So with 50,000 naira, you can make 7,539 naira 49 kobo with just 50,000 naira. You can see that. So this is how much you can make if you use this method. That is the fourth method. And you can see how much you can make if you use any of these methods using Ghanaian cedis. You can see that. All right, and if you come here, all these guys selling with Afriex, many of them are Nigerians. Yes, that's what I've been doing to make some money for themselves. This is actually a masterclass course. So this is actually an arbitrage that has been existing for long, but I decided to let it out even when the rate was 71 point something naira per cedis. So they've been using this to make some money for themselves. All right, so that is all for Ghanaian cedis, Uganda and Kenya. And don't forget to give those people some commission of the profits if you are done with each trade for the day, so they can be motivated to help you the next day and other days that you want to do the arbitrage. Okay. All right, so having known this, so the next thing is, how can you get someone in Ghana or someone in Uganda or someone in Kenya to help you run this arbitrage? How can you get them to help you with this? Let me show you how you can do that. Though we know there are many scammers online, but there are still legit people online, sincerely speaking. So let me show you how you can do that. So let me use Ghana for example. You now go to this payments method and you select all payments methods, confirm. So you now go over to the buy section here. You can either filter it so that you can use merchant for this, or you can use anybody. So let me use, so you can now come down. Please, if at this moment you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, can you subscribe by tapping on the red subscribe button below and ensure that you turn on the bell notification so that once I post any new videos, you'll be notified by YouTube so that you start making the money immediately, okay? And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and drop your comments in the comment section below, and I'll be glad to attend to all your questions and your comments respectively, okay? So these are the guys that are selling USDT, so you can select any of them. So you now come here and type in any amount that you like. So once you come here, you now go over to buy with zero fee. So once you select it, you now go to this chat environment here. You now go there. So from there, you now type a message to the person. Hello, good morning. Please, my name is so person. My name is Marinology. So from here, you can now go ahead and express yourself. You understand? So tell the person what you want. Correct the person's phone number or the person's WhatsApp number. You understand? So you can now communicate with the person further and explain yourselves, so you can do the transactions with the person. But if you still don't trust the person, even after you must have corrected the phone number and everything, when you send your crypto to the person has to come over to Binance here and place an ad. And since you are sending money to the person's Afriex account, the person has to use Afriex as payment method to avoid issues. You now come over here and select Afriex. So the person has to come down here and create a buy ad on Binance. So that buy ads will now appear under the sell ads here. You understand? And you will now immediately tap on the person's ads and sell to the person immediately before another person taps on the ads. You understand? So that's how you can use Binance as escrow for this if you have trust issues with the person. You understand? Alright, so this is all about this. This is how you can make money using this unlimited arbitrage between Nigeria and Ghana, Uganda, as well as Kenya, okay? Don't forget to like this video by giving this video a thumbs up here. And go ahead to subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. You subscribe here by tapping on the red subscribe button here. Then you now go over to this bell icon here. You tap on it and set it to all, so that once I post any new video on this YouTube channel, you'll be the first person to see it and start making the money immediately. And most importantly, don't forget to go here. Once you tap here, you will see all my videos here. You now go ahead and watch it and learn how to make money using different methods and start making the money immediately, okay? So if you're in Nigeria and you're looking for someone in Kenya or someone in Uganda or someone in Ghana, I'll show you exactly how you can do that, okay? So that will be all for now. With this arbitrage, you can make at least 20k a day with this dollar arbitrage. And you can even make more than that. It all depends on your commitment and your determination to do that. And as well, it all depends on the capacity of the person you are actually dealing with in this arbitrage. Have a nice day for now. That's the end of the video. See you in my next video, okay?